Kristen just graduated and she just finished the program, and so I asked her if she would, kind of be willing to hop on and share her story and her experience with you guys. So, Kristen, I'm going to turn it over to you, darling. So, can you talk a little bit about where you were before you discovered mindful eating and kind of what your story was?
Yeah, definitely. I was interested in all different types of restricted diets, like raw vegan or vegan, or after that I went into paleo diet, and just thinking and worrying about what to eat and what not to eat, and not being able to enjoy that social relaxation of having a nice meal and enjoying it, but just being in my head about thinking about, oh, this is too many carbs, or too much sugar, or too much fruit, or not enough fruit, or all of that, and it allowed me to just kind of be at peace with where I'm at, and there doesn't need to be any specific requirement for my food or my eating, and not have this stressed approach to it. So yeah.
That's the best feeling when you get that, I'm free. I don't have to count calories or worry about sugar, how many grams of sugar is in this. That's such, when you reach that point, it's just life-changing. So what was kind of your rock bottom? What was the moment that made you feel like this has to stop, this has to change, and what brought you to mindful eating?
Yeah, with everything that I was doing to be healthy, I was having so much health challenges, and while I think a lot of those were emotional, it was also okay, if I'm struggling to eat a certain way and I'm not feeling excellent, then I don't see what the point is, and I had, my thyroid was swollen, and I had low energy, and I wasn't feeling grounded. I wasn't feeling clarity. And again, there was just this anxiety about food, which I wasn't appreciating. So yeah, I definitely kind of realized there's something else to this, and that's what led me to find this. So yeah.
And so now that you're done with the program, you're a certified mindful eater. Mm-hmm. What do you think were your biggest takeaways, your biggest lessons, the biggest things you were able to overcome that you before might have thought I'll never get out of this? What were those big hurdles that you overcame?
Well, I think just feeling safe to eat, and knowing that food is okay. It's not this, big struggle or battle. And then also just the kind of programming in my head, or what the messages that I would talk to myself, inner dialogue, is much more loving and just less angry. There was so much angry talk up there, and now it's more loving and self-loving. So now looking forward, looking forward to the rest of your life, do you ever see yourself going back to your old habits, or is it a completely new world? And then B, what are you excited about going forward, and what are you excited about in your life now that you didn't think was possible before? So the answer to the first question would be no. I never see myself going back. I see myself kind of experimenting, but not, it's like how I like religion. I like some things, some spirituality from it. There's some ideas in this new diet, but I will not be officially signed up and drinking the Kool-Aid, so to say, right? I'm not going to go fully into restricted, eating with a diet ever. But I would definitely, hey, maybe there's an idea in it that I take from it. And then 2, what am I excited about? I'm excited about sharing meals with any of my friends and family, and just being able to enjoy that, being able to enjoy food at home, and create food, and be able to, I'd love to cook, and also enjoy international cuisine is kind of my favorite. And I love eating out different, Korean or Japanese, or just different foods. So, and travel, that's another one, going and traveling and being able to share the local foods and try that. So
yeah, and guilt-free. I'm guessing guilt-free.
Guilt-free.
There's the good part. Mm-hmm. So if if you were to talk to somebody who is, you know, kind of in that place that you were before of just, you know, being completely restricted and feeling like there's no way out, and they're like they want out, but they're, you know, kind of held back by fear. They're on the fence. They don't know whether to do this. They don't know if it'll work, if it'll be what they want, or if it'll be worth it. What would you say to them at this point?
I would say to them to work with you. I would say to them to get like the support that helps you have a balance. And, you know, so I think that it takes a little while to change your habits on your own, for sure. And probably it would take a really long time if you didn't have support. But it definitely, you know, definitely helps to have some knowledge about it and support, for sure. So get support.
Well, I am so proud of you and your journey of where you've come and everything you've achieved. And, you know, now that you get to go forward and live your life on your own terms, by your own rules, you know, guilt-free, and just getting to savor food instead of be afraid of it. That's such a liberating and empowering place to be, and to be able to live from that place and talk to yourself from that place and eat from that place and nourish yourself from that place is just, it's so liberating. So I'm so glad that you found your way to that place. So
Yeah.
all right, so I'm going to sign off. So thank you for being here, Kristen, and I'll talk to everybody later. Bye.